Welcome back to the WHTC Morning News for this Tuesday, September the 22nd, Tuesday mornings. It's the Garden Party, presented by DeBruyn Seed, Washington and Elm in downtown Zeeland. And joining us from the Mr. Butternut building in downtown Zeeland, I'm waiting for the official declaration from Mayor Kevin Kleinstra for that designation to honor Mr. Butternut, is the Master Gardener, Jan Meeuwsen. Good morning, Jan.
Good morning, Gary.
Yes, Mr. Butternut, let's put it this way. The gratuities he's received as the Neutro spokescat has certainly made it possible for him to buy the naming rights to the DeBruyn Seed building.
Well, that is definitely true. Yes, it's absolutely astonishing. Yes.
But definitely Neutro has made a good investment because their sales have gone through the roof ever since Mr. Butternut became its spokesman for.
Well, yeah, he is a good spokesman because he is a beautiful cat. So
yeah,
he stays in good health. Yeah.
Yes. Let's hope that does continue. Now, normally part of our features, either during the garden party, but also during the yard and garden hour, we spend with Jan is to go through some of the features of the week, some of the leading questions that have come up. But instead of doing all of them at one time, be it now or be it in a later segment, I'm going to focus our segment of the garden party on one specific problem. And because it's become pretty much a big problem, the weed of the week. Let's talk about crabgrass, Jan.
You know, I just didn't think I would ever be talking about crabgrass this time of year, but it was a horrible summer for it. Well, no, good summer for crabgrass, horrible for us. I mean, it was hot, it was dry, it loved it. It's in everybody's lawns, and now they want to get rid of it and put in grass seed, and everybody's asking, can I just throw down some grass seed? What do I do? Do I have to kill it off or whatever? I guess I wouldn't bother killing it off anymore. The stuff that you need to kill it off at this point in time, at how mature it is just it's gonna hurt, and then you can't plant grass for quite a while. So leave it be. It will die with the first killing frost. So no big deal. You can kind of rake it out then. It doesn't have that deep of a root system, but it's easiest to put your grass seed down if you don't have that great big old crabgrass plant in the way. I mean, if you can possibly get that out of there, that's best, because your grass seed's got to incorporate in that top 1/8 inch of soil. Slit seeder might work. You can always rough it up with a power rake, and then get that seed down in there. That should help also. But I have never talked about crabgrass so much in my entire life as I have this last couple of weeks.
And the thing is, maybe you can't do anything with the crabgrass now, but sometimes maybe volume of regular grass seed, if you want to try to sort of muscle the crabgrass out of there, might help.
Fertilizing and thickening up your lawn always helps. Just remember, if you kill off the crabgrass now and you can't put down grass seed until next spring, you're going to have that great big old empty spot there, and you're going to have to time that grass seed perfectly in the spring before the weeds come in. So that's too hard to do. So thicken up the lawn around it with fertilizer always is going to help. Remember to put a crabgrass preventer down, because that mature crabgrass has sent out thousands of seeds in your lawn. So make sure you put down crabgrass preventer in the spring, maybe even twice at like an 8-week period. You really want to make sure you're not going to get crabgrass.
Now, could it be a case of, well, today we're speaking on September 22nd. move the calendar ahead 6 months to March 22nd. Would that be a good time, or do we need to do it a little bit earlier?
March, yes, 6 months would probably be a good time to start with it. Start, and then 8 weeks later, do another crabgrass
That would
preventer.
be in May, though. Would that
Yeah,
be a little
that'd
late
be
for the
fine.
second? Or it
Yeah,
wouldn't be too late if it was the second one in May. That's why I was wondering maybe a little bit earlier in March.
nope, it would not be too late in May. Because some of it's still going to wait to germinate. So I would want as long a window as I possibly could get of preventing that crabgrass in the spring. So, don't be so worried about the other grasses. Be worried about that crabgrass. Just take pictures of your lawn right now of how bad it is. Put them up in your garage so you can remember. So you do not want this next year.
And again, maybe one of the better ways to do it, you've got to take a picture, put a sticky note next to it saying March 22nd. We'll do it today.
Yes.
Today being September 22nd. Let's do it 6 months from today.
That would be the first day of spring, right? Yeah.
I'm harping on it, I know, but it seems right. 395-1450. Good morning. You're on the line with the Master Gardener, Jan Meeuwsen.
Yes, Jan, I have a question. My husband said we have lots of holes around the house. It looks like the size of a golf ball, and he said, could it be voles or moles or mice or snakes?
Yes, shrews or voles. That's what you've got.
Shrews or voles?
Yep.
What do we get for that? I mean,
there's poisons that you can put down in those things. You can put out a little bait trap for them. You can even put out traps for them.
Oh, okay, traps or baits or.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Jan.
Yep. Good luck.
Appreciate the call. 395-1450, 395-1450. What do you do about the hole afterwards? You just fill it in, or it'll fill in its own, or what?
Well, I always like to keep it open for a little bit and let them run in and out a little bit, kind of spread the poison around, spread the happiness around.
But after that, you try to
start filling it in. Yep.
Okay,
I like to put in rocks on the top.
Oh, okay. Well, yes. What do you want on your tombstone? I can see that now.
I never thought of it that way, but I used to have a lot of shrews in my backyard, and I used to put a rock on each one of those holes.
Yeah.
Yes, the little tombstones. You're right.
This shrew was tamed on.
Yeah.
At 395-1450, 395-1450. One other thing before we button this segment up, and it's a serious thing, and Peg has mentioned it in her newscast, and we've talked about it a little bit earlier this month, but Eastern equine encephalitis is going to be some spraying in Northeast Allegan County, as Triple E has been found in, I believe, a horse in the Door area. Hopkins area, they mean business. We've had 10 counties already spraying. Now we had Allegan County of that. I have a funny feeling we might have, hopefully not a reprise of last year, but it has that ominous look to it.
Yeah, it does, because we're real dry, and it's going to be fairly mild this week. We get a good rainstorm, and we're going to get that. Those mosquitoes are going to be out again, and it's going to start all over again.
Yeah, and the thing is, we need the rain because it's been very, very dry, but we trade off
that other stuff that comes with it. Yeah.
Yeah, we were just shaking our heads about it, but Eastern equine encephalitis is no laughing
matter. No.
Can we get a killing frost? No, we can't have a killing frost that early. We're going to have all our farmers up in arms on that.
No, we can't have that yet. But you can, when you go out, make sure that you've got some DEET on or some sort of, and your animals too. Let's make sure you've got no standing water in your backyard, because anything will lay eggs in there. We don't want that to happen. If you can't get rid of it, like your bird bath, put some little mosquito dunks in there. Hang up a mosquito eliminator away from where you are, so the mosquitoes gather by that and are killed by that. Let's not fool around with mosquitoes.
I was going to mention that and sort of ask you, is the Spartan I believe that's the Spartan
Yeah.
brand for that. Can that work now, even though we're
Yes.
basically out of mosquito quote unquote
Yes.
season?
Yes, it still will work. It still will attract them. So yes, you bet.
Okay, I'm just kind of wondering whether or not it's more of well, now we're in the fall. First day of fall begins in about 50 minutes from now. You know, we'll see.
But you never know what the weather's going to do. So
Yeah, you got that right. You got that
best
right.
to be prepared.
We do need to be prepared. She is the master gardener, Jan Meeuwsen. You can listen to her in about more than an hour with the Yard and Garden Hour on WHTC's Talk of the Town. The Jan Meeuwsen Garden Show, Saturday mornings, 11 to noon. Of course, Jan is at DeBruyn Seed, Washington and Elm in downtown Zeeland. When you can't chat with her here, say hi to her over the phone at 772-2316. That's 772-2316. Jan, we'll talk in about an hour.
Sounds good.
Thank you very much. That is the master gardener, Jan Meeuwsen, on 99.7 and 1450 WHTC.